learn something new every day and you want to challenge yourself every day, public service, law enforcement, it's a good way to go.
Working for CAL FIRE, it's kind of nice to have the flexibility to want to go try something else, be in a different location, get an opportunity to see something different. So, if you're looking for something close to home, as much as you put into it is what you'll get out of it. If you're looking to go try something new and see something different, you also have that opportunity. But on a day-to-day basis, we're helping people, medical aids, vehicle accidents, everything else. So anything that you'd call 911 for, one of us is going to show up, and we have to deal with those situations. Some of them can be intense, some of them can be hard to deal with.
Really unexpected surprise. It's nothing like what you see on TV, absolutely nothing like the movies, nothing like anything you've ever seen, and in a much better way.
Coming from a fish and game perspective, you are entrusted with protecting California's natural resources, but you're also a state police officer, so you can't pass things up. You have to act. It's challenging. I can tell you it's challenging. It tests you every day.
The highs and the lows are there before you ever get out on the aircraft, before you ever get out on the boat to do that job. You've got the possibility of being on a super high or the possibility of being on something that's an emotional low. Learning how to deal with that emotional roller coaster that you end up on, because some days you do nothing, some days you're out there and you're in the thick of it.
It does take time to be dedicated to the job, to be dedicated to other people, and with that you have to sometimes separate and be away from family for a long period of time.
Don't try and get too overly invested in your new career. Keep the hobbies that you've always done since you're a kid. Continue to find new hobbies outside of the law enforcement, because it will wear you down.
Even when I go home, I'm worried about things that are going on at the station. It's tough sometimes to do work balance at home during summertime, but it's absolutely a possibility.
Everything you do centers around your profession, and it's healthy to get out of that and coach or go to get your college degree and just get out of your profession and really create that balance. It's super important to do that. It's good for you, it's good for the people you work with, and it's great for your family.
I have 3 classes left to finalize my bachelor's degree in history, and then I'm going toward a master's in constitutional law. All of this is being paid for by the Coast Guard while I'm on active duty. I actually signed my GI Bill over to my kids, so the Coast Guard is paying for my kids to go to school while I'm going to school.
For CAL FIRE, kind of the start of getting into it would be seasonal work. Everything during the summertime happens, all our wildland fire. So I was able to continue education during the wintertime and would go back during the summertime to continue with work. So I did that for about 5 years on my seasonal time and was still able to get my education while working.
I mean, you want to try and do this as economically as possible, so you can find an agency that's willing to hire you and then pay for your academy and then give you a police wage while being in the academy. I encourage that.
Currently, we do not require a college degree, but I will say that the entire nation is moving in that direction. I was hired with a high school diploma and then got my degree later on as I was working, but there are more and more agencies I find that are requiring college degrees, some form or fashion, 2-year degrees, an associate's or a 4-year degree. Almost all the leadership positions that you're going to seek, there's a prerequisite that you do have a degree. So you're probably not going to advance beyond a particular level within a police structure without a college degree.
I think that you can separate yourself from the group of applicants that have their college degree with demonstrating to your future employer your maturity and your life experience. So that's something that is heavily considered. I know a lot of folks that have been turned away from a police job. They've had their college degree, they've had their master's degree, and the person that had the life experience that actually demonstrated the maturity and the aptitude to do the job was considered more. So keep that in mind. It's not really, it's desired, again, for future promotions, like they're saying, but keep that in mind. Okay, know that if you want to be in public service, act like it and demonstrate maturity level.
Your enthusiasm, your willingness to go above and beyond and set yourself apart from other candidates.
How motivated you are and how much you pursue your job and what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. So if you want to be at home, you want to be closer, you continue working hard at it and you'll get there.
Hard. You're headed in the right direction.
Take time to learn 10 minutes a day, something new, no matter what it is.
I think just listening, just be a good listener. Listening goes a long way.
You work hard enough, you'll get anywhere.
Find your passion and be enthusiastic about it.